Greetings, everyone. This is Kathy Hudson, Senior Pastor at Hibben United Methodist Church in Mount Pleasant. Thank you for tuning in to us. We are happy that you have done so, and we hope and pray that this Lenten season is one of an enriching time with the Lord, and that it is fruitful for you. Barbara Brown Taylor speaks about Lent, and she uses the image of a baby's pacifier, a binky. Everyone, she says, uses something as a pacifier, and I think she is correct. What she means is that every one of us has something that we use to distract us, something that we reach for when we are tired, or when we're sad, or when we are afraid to face the wilderness or the troubles that we have in our life. And sometimes things are just plain overwhelming. When we are anxious or unsure, we reach for those pacifiers. She encourages us to live out these weeks of Lent. And she encourages us to use it as an opportunity to find out what life is like without the usual pacifiers that we use. When we turn off the noises that distract us, when we turn away from the things that give us a false sense of comfort. When we do that, we open ourselves more fully to the presence of God. During this time of year, we recall the story of how Jesus wanders out into the wilderness, and there he is tempted by the evil one. And he says no to the bread, he says no to power, and he says no to the kingdoms of the world. And then finally, no to the protection of the evil one. The problem for most of us is that we cannot seem to go straight from setting down our cell phones to hearing the still small voice of God in our wilderness, in our troubled times. The 40 days of Lent offer us an opportunity to discover what life is like without reaching for our pacifiers, which in turn helps us connect with God on a deeper level. Barbara Brown Taylor says, if we remember to breathe and to say our prayers, then 9 times out of 10, we can make it through the first night with no bread or power or protection. And you can get used to the sound of your own heart beating and whatever it is that is yelping out there. You may even be able to sleep a little while and wake up gladder to be alive than you can ever remember being. So there are 5 more weeks left of Lent, and we can take in one day at a time, and we can reach out and hope to not be distracted, but to find a way to connect with God at these deep levels. It is during this time, it is in the wilderness of our journey that we discover that just as the Spirit of God was with Jesus, so the Spirit of God is with us. And we also discover that we do not need to be dependent on the things that we turn to, or we do not need to deaden our emotions and to pacify our fears. And in the same way that spring is coming to the world, and we've seen it all around us the past few days here in Mount Pleasant. But in the same way that spring is on course, these times of our Lenten journey can be a time when we are growing and greening and beginning to flower in our lives. And I hope that that is the case for you. It's up to us to decide what we want this season to mean, what we want it to be. And then we get out of the way and we allow God to direct it. We can choose to ignore this opportunity, or we can embrace it for our own spiritual growth and discovery. I hope and I pray that you will do so. God bless you and have a blessed day.